Good day, good day, good day, good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's Coach Chadwin. I'm live with you today. My mic's trying to drop down here. Let me just know in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. I'm happy to be live with you guys today on Trade Talks Tuesday. Some interesting price action on the chart. I hope you guys have been engaging and getting in the markets and making some money. First things first, let's make sure I get to know who's live with me. I like to know who's on with me today. Welcome, Mildred. Shout out to Mildred. Shout out to Teresa as well. It's always good to see the regulars on. I hope you guys are well and blessed. Let me know in the chat how your day has been. Has the day been good? I'm not just talking trading, I'm talking life in general. Cutler, Mr. Cutler as well. Welcome. It's good to have you on as well. Please let me know if you are live with me. We're going to look at charts. We're going to talk some interesting things. I'm going to give you some tips on how to plan out your week for trading as a whole. And we're going to make it work. Day is blessed. That's good. That's good. Welcome, Mr. Carla, as well. Mr. Carl, it's been a while. Miss you, sir. It's good to hear from you. Let everybody know I'm live. You've got some friends in another group. Let them know I'm live. I'll look at the charts. We'll talk about where the market's going to go from here. And if we've got enough time, we'll even talk about one or two charts that you guys want me to look at. Liz Spears says, hello, good day. Boarding a plane shortly. Safe flight, Liz. Safe flight. I know you're probably not going to be able to catch the entire stream, but safe flight. Wonder, welcome as well. Mr. Rishan, living like an Eskimo. I know the feeling. It's quite cold here in Cape Town, South Africa. It's chilly beyond. We have some flooding conditions. And I believe that Coach Brian let me know somewhere in Texas as well today that is also experiencing some extreme weather. So safe to everyone out there. You guys be blessed all over. Welcome, Ms. Wanda and Andrews as well. So again, if you are live with me, let me know. I'm going to look at the economic calendar first because we need to talk about how we actually plan our week out. And I'm going to give you some tips based on my own, I'd say, back testing and understanding over a period of time as to how these things need to be traded and played out. So if you're ready to get started, give me a 10 in the chat. Give me a 10 in the chat. And also, as always, while you're on the stream with me, you got any questions, ask those questions. If you're hearing this for the first time, or you're jumping because you got an email from us and you'd like to learn to trade, you'd like to see some of the strategies we're working on now and some of the stuff we've been showing the students, please let us know and just say, I'd like to learn to trade in the chat. Students, how do you like last night's class? Liz, you have to go and catch it. I showed something new that I saw for the first time, which has tremendous potential. So Liz, let me know if you got a chance to review yesterday's class because I know you were busy, but awesome. Tens all around. Okay, let's firstly look at the economic calendar. Now, whether you're trading stocks, whether you're trading currencies, futures, whatever you are trading, you are always going to have to look at the economic calendar of the currency market. The currency market moves all markets. Write that down. The currency market moves all markets. Why? Because everything else you trade gets paid for in some form or some way by an actual currency. So that's why it moves all markets. Teresa says, loved it, reviewing it today. Awesome. Teresa, I already have some people back testing it, so that's always good. Liz says, not yet. Liz, no problem. You get on it. I know you're diligent enough to get on it, so it's going to be a good one. Lots of opportunities there. So on my screen is Forex Factory. Now, when I got started with Coach Brian and Coach Cindy many years ago, this was the go-to place. And guess what has not changed? Even today still, it's still the go-to place. Right? We go to Forex Factory. This should be part of your weekly routine, if not your daily routine. Your weekly routine, if not your daily routine. Now, a lot of people are afraid of news. You shouldn't be. The only news you should avoid is CPI, NFP, and FOMC, right? Because those ones are a little bit unpredictable. But whether it's PPI, Michigan numbers, other things, that's okay. You can trade all of those news events, right? Because you can get involved in the market based on volatility. We want volatility. So Monday, the 8th, was out of it, and I said to everybody, you know what? Stay away on Monday because it's most likely going to be manipulation. as there is no news. What I mean by no news, when you are seeing news, there's no red folders, right? There is no red folders. So we want to try and avoid days like that because it's low probability. Then, today being Tuesday, the only news event that we had was Fed Chair Powell testifies, and that was at 4 p.m. Now, this is not one of the bigger ones, right? It's not one of the bigger ones. It's not numbers. It's just testifying. It's not one of the other numbers that we get throughout the month, but it's still the Fed Chair. It's still Mr. Jerome Powell. And so when he speaks, it moves the market. Now, whatever you are trading, you can customize this to show the currencies that you like to see. You don't have to have the Aussie dollar on here. You don't have to have the Japanese yen. All you need to do is have the ones that speaks to you and what you are trading on here, and that's going to make the most sense. Again, if you just joined us now, I see there's 10 people on. Please drop your name in the chat. I'd love to say hi to you on the stream as well. So then what do you do with an event like this? Let me give you the tip. When you see a late in the day event, such as on my side, it's showing 4 p.m., on your side, it will be different because you'll customize it according to your time zone. But when you see a later in the day event such as this, what you want to go ahead and do is you're going to trade after the event, right? So that can be literally within 10, 15 minutes after that event, you can get engaged. Usually anything before is going to be choppy price action or non-existent. So if you're a London trader, you avoid London. You wait until New York hits. When the Fed Chair Powell speaks, you engage. You might think this insignificant, but go ahead and go and look at your charts right now and see when did the actual trade come. When did today's actual trade come? The low resistance trade, the easy to the target trade that came after the Fed Chair spoke. Then let's keep it going, and then I'll get into the charts and update you. If you're still finding value, give me an 8 in the chat. 8 in the chat. Then tomorrow, we are seeing the Fed Chair again speaking later in the day. This is going to be the same kind of situation. It's going to be, the trade is only going to come later in the day after the Fed Chair speaks. Right? Now, students, I'll go into detail at a later stage as to how you plan out every specific day based on where these things are. But for now, I'm giving you the tips ahead of time. The better trade is going to come right after the Fed Chair speaks, right? And then on July 11th, we got some more. Now, here's better things moving, right? We got the GDP numbers, we got core CPI, we got unemployment claims, we got all of those things coming out. Now, CPI is one you should avoid. No trades before CPI. I'm not saying you cannot trade at all. I'm just giving you the best tip there possibly is. You want to be trading 30 minutes after. There's a specific window. You wait till 30 minutes is over, and then you can start looking for trades. It's not that exactly 30 minutes after the fact you hit buy or sell, but it's more so that you wait after that 30 minutes has finished and you engage in the trade. Trust me, I'm giving you tips that other people pay for, right? Pay huge amounts for. So 30 minutes after core CPI, there's a tradable opportunity. Why do we do that? Because CPI has a tendency to go both ways in the market. And after it's gone both ways, you allow it 30 minutes to decide the overall direction. And after that 30 minutes, you'll get a better trade off of CPI. So that's going to be a good trade day there. Then on the 12th, we have core PPI. Those are good to trade. Those are okay to trade. That's 230. You can trade also after it, but you don't have to wait 30 minutes. You can trade literally, if the trade sets up a minute afterwards, you can trade the trade, right? But let it play out. This week is one of those weeks where the entire week you're going to have to wait until the news plays out before you engage in the trade. This is going to be important. So if you're a London and New York trader, whatever you are trading, most of the trades are going to play out in New York this week. And then it's Saturday. On Saturday, there's one big trade you have to take, and that's the trade of backtesting. Everybody put in the chat. Let me see your name. Put in the chat backtesting. That's the trade of backtesting. You have to get on that, right? Backtesting is important. That's how you sharpen your skills. So this is a show where we look at what has happened, what I've spoken about on Sunday, and how we are in terms of where we are now on Tuesday. It's kind of a recap. So the weekly outlook went out on Sunday, right? Thank you. Liz, thank you. Cutler, thank you. call as well. Backtesting is there's more than 3 people on this call. Let me see that work come in. Backtesting wonder, yes. So if you wanted to go have a look at the weekly outlook, we did put it up this week on our actual YouTube channel under the live section. So if you go to our YouTube lives, you can catch the weekly outlook there. And I gave you quite a overview as to where most of these markets will be going. Now, spoiler alert, a lot of them have started to move in that direction already. So we're already seeing some positive moves there. So please go and check that out. But now we're going to continue that, and we're going to speak about where we are now. Okay. So if you're a NAS trader, we're going to start off with NAS. It's a fan favorite. Let me share my tab. I'm telling you, I'm starting to think I should be trading NAS, right? Let me tell you why I say that. I'm going to move all the way down. I had been calling NAS. Let me zoom in for you guys. Since this level over here. Every week after that, I've been calling it. And we've been climbing up from the levels that I've stated, right? Now, we had previous TPs on here. That's all been removed. I don't think I still have the ones on. You can go watch the old live streams. You'll see that I put them all on. Right now, I'm looking at a TP3. NAS 100 is a moneymaker. Absolutely, Teresa. Starting to think it's just been an easy flow for me. I know everybody's thinking to try and catch that top, try and catch at the reversals, but you got to go with the order flow in the market at hand. And so the market's been doing that. Now, where are we in terms of where we were on Sunday? So on Sunday, my expectation was that we were going to hit TP2, and we have, because last week we came up from here to TP1. We did that. We hit TP2. My expectation now is another expansion. However, I'd like to see that expansion come. I'd like to see us dip down into this daily zone over here. So let me give you the numbers for that and the explanation as well. Okay, what's that coordinate on top? I'll put that number on here as well, so you can see it. This is where I want to see us dip into. I want to see us pull back into this, right? I want to see us pull back into that. And then from there, I believe we're going to get a lot of high probability buys with some large expansions, even all the way up to maybe 21,000, right? That's a possibility. Now, of course, we are caution to everybody. We are in blue sky territory in the sense that we are in a market at the moment where there's nothing to the left. So we're going to play order flow. And if we're looking at our lower time frames, we see that we're getting a pullback now. I do believe in the short term, and this candle still got an hour and 40 minutes left. But in the short term, if I had to play the NAS trade in the short term, this is what I'd be thinking. Only after this candle closes, right? So there's an hour and 40 minutes left. Once that candle closes, I'm assuming if that gap remains open as it is now, we go in there and then push down to this daily level. So remember, that's a quarters number there. For those of you who've been with us long, that's a quarters theory number. 2,500. Up into that level, then down into that level, and then we should follow this progression again, which is up. So short-term gray. I'm going to put this on the chart as well. Long-term red. And then we'll move on to the next one. Right? I'm going to put that on there so that when we come back to these videos, we can actually see why. So basically, students, all that basically is we've gone external. We're going to pull back internal to that gap over there because it's daily. And that would be external on the 4-hour in that gap to then progress up again. Daily is higher than 4 hours. So 4-hour down into the daily break 4 hour, and then we start to go back up again. That should make sense to you. Give me a 11 in the chat if that spoke to you right there. Okay, then what do we have next? I'll come to Euro USD loss because it's some stagnation until we get some more news. Next up was BTC USD, and I believe this one was given by Mr. Risa. And when we were at here on fixing the trading thing last week and Wednesday, Mr. Risa, correct me if I'm wrong, the expectation is if we broke below that low, we should get till here. And that's what we did, right? And then on Sunday, I put out a video to you guys saying once we go down below this low, which was this level over here, which was also, let me show you, that's a weekly swing low. Once we get below that weekly swing low, right, I'm going to start looking for upward price action. So we've started on the 4 hour to show some signs that we're moving up. I am not convinced yet. I want to see a strong push through this level over here. So let me put that one on. Remember that, take notes, write these levels down for yourself, and I'll explain it now. Let me move it up to the upside. Okay, and the reason I want to see that is we've seen the 4 hour come down into this level. Thank you for the 11s. Right? We've seen the 4 hour come down into this level, but fail to break back up again. So what that sometimes means in the short term is that we see another push down before actually coming up. But should we close above this level with a strong body, I think we're going to start seeing momentum to the upside. Then I'm going to show you where those targets are. Then I'm going to look at this over here as target 1, right? Look at that target 1. I'll make that bigger. Let me show you on a higher time frame. So that daily high I'd see as a target 1 over there. Then we likely get a little bit of a pullback after that point. Let me just check a much higher time frame quickly. Now this is good because that's a monthly swing low as well. So we could see, let me think about this. The candles over there, we're seeing that progression up. Yeah, target 1 is going to be the place I want to see first. Thereafter, we might get this one, and then we might get that one. However, the main one I want to see for before we even decide about those two is what we do here at target 1. I believe that we could get all the way up to 63,828. 63,828. Let me actually put that number on here as well. So we have that levels. That's what I want to see. Now, that's contingent on the fact that we break above this 4 hours. So be patient. A lot of trading is based on patience. Now, let me clarify these drawings a bit. Now that we have more price action, I'd like to see us go up there, come down, likely go up and close above that area. And let me see if that's target 1. Yeah. And go all the way above that. So let me make that green. That's what I like to see. Okay. Now it's important you follow this progression throughout the week. The main signal is going to be a break above that 4 hour over there. Remember, this is not financial advice. We're just giving you insight as to how we see the market, but that's what I'd like to see. So far, if you're tallying up, we were supposed to, based on Sunday, we were supposed to eat TP1 on NAS. We've done that, so that's 1 point. We were supposed to fall down below this level over here and start progression up. That's also happened since the last time we were on stream, so that's awesome. Then the next thing that was sent in was GBP JPY, and I had a short-term target on that. If you sent in JPY, let me know in the chat if that was you. And I want you to, even if this is not something you trade, I want you to see my logic across all of them, right? I told you that Monday is going to be Monday manipulation. We're not going to go down. We're going to go up. Let me show you what happened. If you're going to watch the weekly outlook on YouTube, you will see me say we're going to fall from here. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. We're going to fall from here, likely into this level, which we did, and then push back up above this high. So I'm going to move this off so that you can see that was my short-term draw, right? This rate over here, I said, first we drop down, then we manipulate on Monday above this level over here. Then we likely start progression down. But I also stated that unless we come below this low, this is important. Let me actually make these drawings a little bit, you know what, I can keep the same. I'm just going to make it a bit thicker. So I don't want someone to go back and say, Coach, but that's a different drawing than you did. So if we get below this level, this level over here, there's going to be some good trades. Now you might be saying, do we really have to wait all the time till then? No, you don't have to. Like, if you believe that price is going to go down, right, you can start. I'm actually going to redraw that with a different line so you can see it better. This is the important level. If we can get below that on JPY, once we get below that, I think we can see progression all the way down to this weekly gap over here. And what's important about this, thank you, Carla. What's important about this is that once we actually start to get below certain levels, there will be more momentum to a specific point. However, if you do believe that we're getting some weakness on top over here, then you can start that progression all the way down, right? I would say, though, these levels are quite close to each other. So right now, I'm not convinced until we actually start breaking below this. And really, the best spot to be breaking below would be that spot, after which we should see easier momentum towards the downside. Now, JPY has been going up for a long time, and you might be inclined to think that there's not going to be a pullback on here, because if you look at the weekly, all you see is weekly candles going up, 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 right? And it seems like it never actually pulls back aside from this over here. But I want to point you to the fact that if you look on the far left, right, we have cleared these highs, we have tapped back into it and extended again. That's the monthly overall target. That's where I believe we're going to go long term. I do think, though, before we go there long term, we need a pullback. If you go down to the weekly, we cleared that high, we pulled back, we've created a new range now. The range has been expanding. We've really been expanding off of the daily chart, little dips back into candles and expanding. But here we are showing some weakness. And so with that, there's likely a pullback into this level and probably a deeper retracement into that level. I'm not saying we'll have to get there. I'm saying that that's the magnet that's currently drawing price down. So let's tally that one up as well. We did 2 so far. Let's look at this. What is my track record on this? I told you on the weekly outlook, we're not going down from here. We're going to pull into this level up till there. And there was a easy trade inside of there. I had a couple of easy trades. Up in here, all the way up till there. Right? Even these ones right here, there's a big trade in there. Then, of course, once we go external, there's some trades to internal. And now I believe we're in a bit of a consolidation. So we'll see how that plays out. So again, if we come to these charts after the news events for this week, you are likely to see better moves after the news. So trade after those news events for this week. So that's that one. We did Bitcoin. We did NAS 100. GPJPY. Then we had GPAUD. Okay, another one that was an interesting one. My expectation on Sunday was, and you can see Sunday was here. You can see me drawing this drawing. My expectation was that we first go up. We did that. I did say, though, on Sunday, I'd really like to see us go all the way till there. Because if we can get all the way till there, I do believe that we've got a long progression down till over here. However, I'll be up. I'll buy up over here, which is 1-2 days of upward price action until we get below this low. Then I'll start be looking for sells. See, there's a system behind it. I'm not just saying it has to go up from here. Okay, give me a 10 in the chat if you're still with me. I'm not just saying it has to go up from here. I'm saying I'd like to see it go till there because this will be strong resistance. It's a weekly and a monthly point to push us quite strongly down. However, should we hit any of these levels drawn in here as I have them, I'd be looking to go down from there, but I won't be trading it until we get below this low. If we get below this low, downside momentum should kick in and we should see further price action down. So at least for 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, I was right. We bought up. Had you tried to sell in Monday and Tuesday, you'd get stopped out. But now we've hit those levels in question, so we'll have to see what price does. Remember this little thing on Monday, if you looked at the weekly outlook, I drew on that little candle imbalance there, and that's the one we hit. And that was one of the possibilities. The overall projection that I had on here, and I think this was sent in by Jill, GPAUD, the overall prediction that I had in here was based on me wanting it to go there. However, I did draw on this level as a possible point to change down from there, and you can go and have a look at the actual weekly outlook. Still not convinced because these levels now, let me show you something. And this is one of the Asia pairs you can trade. These levels now can be liquidity for more movement up. So I don't want to just see it go below this before I believe it's going down. I want to see it break that second one, and then I'll be more convinced that we're getting downside price action from that particular one. But 2 days up, that's not too bad. So far, all of them have been correct, right? And then after that, what else did we have? I think that was it. And then we went to Euro USD. Now, I've been on point for weeks on Euro USD, but let me just check. There's nothing else. GPJPY. No, that was it. I've been on point for Euro USD for a couple of weeks now, but one day, last Friday, this is the one I'll be looking at. Last Friday, because of NFP, it gave a strong move to the upside. So we still have two options over here. This is an interesting one. I'm going to note you what I see. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Wanda. I'm going to note you what I see here. So on Sunday, I really wanted to see it go up above this level on the daily, and I'll show you that. All right, go up above this level on the daily, and then possibly start its way all the way down. Right? I did give the option that if we go also above it and we strongly pull back, creates a new gap here, we might go up. We didn't create that gap, so for now I'm going to take that off as a low probability. Now, we didn't get above this daily. Okay, we didn't get above there, and price start to turn down. If we look at our lower time frames, we see that price is kind of like holding in that area and starting to break down over there. I'm going to say this. I'm going to think that we're only going to get real direction on this chart probably around about Thursday. Maybe tomorrow, but probably around about Thursday. We are in a consolidation. I'm going to show you why we are in a consolidation. And I can show you from the monthly. The monthly has broken below and it's grabbed above. After which it did not trade above the high and it did not trade above the low. But at that point, we were not in a consolidation yet. If you look at the weekly outlook, I then said we went up and we went down and we went up. We're supposed to go down, but what we instead do was go up back into that same area. That is a sign of consolidating price action. So now we need to wait for an actual move to break out. Now, why is this significant? We didn't go into this level. This is the level that I have on the long wick. We didn't go into it, but what we did do is on the dollar, we did reach. Why does my dollar not show up? Okay, it's showing euro at the bottom again. Give me a second. Sometimes it does that. Okay. Now on the dollar, the level that I gave on Sunday, and my dollar's inverted, right? Was this level over here inside of the wick. I got the gray line drawn on. And I said that I want to see us break below this little rectangular on here. Now, we did get above that line, which means maybe EU is just weak and it's not going to reach for that. But I want some more confirmation. I'm going to state it now, even though it looks totally against the chart as a whole. I am still bearish on the euro. I'm still looking for downside price action on the euro. I'm only going to change my position if we start getting above this high and that high. But for now, truth be told, if we go up, close above this high, and this week or next week closes above that high and leaves a gap here, I'd start to get bullish. However, for now, since we're in that area and we've hit the top of this wick on the dollar, I'm not changing my position. I am still bearish on the euro. I still think we're going to go down. I've been right for weeks about this entire move up till here and then that entire drop down here. However, I was expecting it to go below that low. We didn't get that. And so now we're seeing the stagnation over here. I'd like to see what those candles do before I make a decision. So very slow week for me. I'm not trading the euro that much this week. I'm sitting on the sidelines. I'm watching backtesting and marking up. I'm looking at other instruments as well. But I'm going to say preserve capital, trade after the news. CPI, I want you trade 30 minutes after the news, but every other news event this week, you can trade a minute or two after the news if the trade sets up. But CPI 30 minutes after the news. So with that being said, we got Bitcoin moving in the way that it should be moving, NAS moving in the way that it should be moving, GPAUD moving in the way it should be moving, EU not giving us any grace just yet, JPY moving in the way it should be moving. So all things considered, that's an 80% accuracy level from the last outlook. The system works, ladies and gentlemen. The system works. Now, let's end off the stream by you guys putting something in the chat. I'll look at it. Let's look at something different. Give me something you want me to look at. We can look at it and we'll see how it plays out. Let's vote. Throw a couple of things out there. Everybody on the stream right now, give me 3 things. 3 things you want to look at. And then I'm going to choose whatever is the most common out of that. We'll take it from there. And don't say Euro USD because we just looked at that. Right? Let me see. What you guys want to do? I'm waiting. Don't leave me hanging. I like to do these things on the fly because it shows that the system works. Let me see. Okay. Jason says AUD JPY, NZD JPY, and CAD JPY. USD CAD. Liz Spears. Liz, it's only one. XAU and Apple. Come, let's vote. More. There's more people on the stream. I'll give you guys a minute. Let's see. QQQ, SP500. You guys are giving completely different things, so I'm going to have to... Okay, let's do this. I know what I'm going to do. Keep it coming. Now, what I want to do with this particular thing is I'm gonna look at one of them, right? And whether or not you trade this or not, forget about that. I want you to go and have a look at it and look at it in the light of what we are speaking about today, right? So give me a second. I'm doing something here real quick. Oh, I thought I can copy and paste this. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna type this up quick. Give me 1 second. I'm doing something here. I don't even know what CGM is, Mildred. What is that? Let me know. Also, if it's something that I don't know, you guys are gonna have to give me the ticker symbol for it. Hopefully it ends up being something I know. Cutler says he wants me to do number 10. Don't know what that is. Okay, gold as well. Okay, so QQQ, SPX, silver, USD. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Give me a second. Anything else? Let me put on. Almost done. Okay, let me see. Silver XA, USD, NZD, JPY, AUD, JPY, CAD, CHF, gold, CMG. Okay. We're almost there. Stay with me. Stay with me. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun. Almost there. Okay. Here we go. Come on. You guys are going to laugh at this. Gonna make it totally fair. Okay. Here we go. Oh, one more. USD ZAR. That's our currency. Right? That's South Africa's currency. Dollar Rand. USD ZAR. Okay, here we go. We're going to spin the wheel. Let's see who wins. We'll look at that one. Please, Lord, let it not be CMG. I don't know what that is. I'm just kidding. Okay, so we're going to spin the wheel. Can you guys see my screen? Let me know. Give me a 7 in the chat. We'll spin it. We'll look at that particular ticker symbol. I got all of them on there. USD, CHF, everything. Okay. If it goes on spin again, we'll, of course, spin again. That's just to make it a little interesting. But let's see where we end up. Let's go. Here we go. Spin again. All right, one more time. Oh, CMG Salesforce. And CMG tried. Look how close we got to CMG. Or CGM. I typed in CGM, but it's CMG. We know it's CMG. Let's go again. And okay, AUD JPY. So here's what we're gonna do. Whether or not you trade AUD JPY, that's irrelevant. We're gonna look at that market together, and we're gonna come and analyze it and see what actually played out there. It looks like I was looking at that before a long time ago. So well done, Mr. Jason. Your one got chosen. Let's remove all drawings. We'll take it from a top down, higher time frame analysis. What is this? It's just going up. Okay, we'll take it from top down. We are on the monthly. We have cleared out all of these highs. Okay, on the monthly. This thing, it looks like you could have just bought this for months and just made a fortune. AUD JPY has been moving. Man, how long ago have I traded this? So I feel like I used to look at it, but it was years somewhere. After that, we've just been seeing pushes up. So let's look at what price has been doing, right? From the monthly perspective, this is a bit of a learning opportunity here. We went up, down, up, down, up, down, played around here a little bit, up, down. So we definitely bullish on the monthly perspective. I think anybody can see that. Now, I want to tell you as I'm going through this, we are looking at different opportunities for you guys as traders to make additional income happen as well, right? So we know that you got into trading, but it might be the case. Oh, I'm not even sharing my screen here. You guys didn't even tell me. Buy and go sleep. Okay. We are looking at different ways that you guys can make an additional income coming in as well. So look out for that in the coming weeks. Thank you, Rishan, for letting me know after I changed it, but thank you. So look out for that as well, right? And then also get connected on all these streams. Be on Fixing the Trading thing. Be on every stream we go live on. I'm glad I'm seeing 10 people on this stream now. It was up to 13 at one point. We haven't seen enough of you guys showing up for these streams. So we are giving out time. Please show up so that you can see what's happening. Okay, so monthly, we've cleared that high. That, of course, is an SPR, so we keep that in mind. We also have a monthly gap over here. I'm suspicious that the trade's not going to come from monthly because we are just in the sky and above. But those will be areas that I'd look for buys from. And I'd be looking for buys from the 4-hour at the minimum in those areas. But let me keep going down because AUD/JPY is ripping. We've then come into that area. Now look at this. Here's something interesting I want you to see. We have been dipping into gaps, right? When you dip into a gap and you don't hit the zone, that means the price is very bullish. Here we hit the zone. That's the last time it was stagnating. Now it's just gaps and leaving, right? Gaps and leaving. Man, it's not even a trade from a daily yet. It's already left. Okay. Let's go 4-hour. It's still an hour and 11 minutes left in this candle. Well, here's a simple one for you. If, this is important, if this gap over here, if that gap over here remains open in the next hour and 11 minutes, there'd be an easy, likely an easy trade. The thing about this is it's so high up and there's no other time frames that you're going to have to look at. Probably a 1-to-1 if you're trading straight 4-hour. Otherwise, if you're going lower, getting it on the 15-minute, there should be a 1-to-3. 1-to-3 trade off of the 15 and 1 inside of there. That's if this gap stays open. That's what I believe is going to happen. Right? We'll come back and we'll revisit that. Because that was so terrible, I'm just going to do one more. Because there's really no price action to go there besides just buying. So I'm going to get one more. Please, not CGM. I'll look at one more and I'm going to call it a day. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, thank you. I'm just kidding. If it falls on that, I'll look at it, right? Spin again. I'll look at one more, then I'm going to jump off. We'll call it a day. And it's Apple. Okay. Well done, Teresa. Let's see what Apple is doing. Let's see what Apple is doing. So that's what I'm looking at in terms of AUD/JPY. Apple. Where art thou? I still have Apple on here somewhere. Wow. What is this? Oh, I was expecting Apple to possibly come. Oh, okay. I've been calling Apple up that way. Dip in there, move up till there. I expected it to drop down there. It didn't come that far, but still going up. So let me see how that analysis stacks up. Let me take that off and let me see how it stacks up in terms of where we are today. Now, when you guys are just choosing things. Oh, sorry, screen again. Man, I'm terrible at this. You guys are just choosing things that are going up all the time. So we came into this gap over here. Okay, that's why we didn't get that lower move on the daily. Blue sky territory on the left as well. Okay, two trades over here. So I'm thinking next week we drop into this area, we go up to that area. That's gonna be an easy one. 238. Now it's gonna be interesting because it actually aligns with some of the software drops that Apple might be doing in the next couple of weeks. So we might see drop into there and move up till there. Let me see when that selling might start. I wouldn't be selling now. I wouldn't be selling at all because we're holding zones. We're holding this imbalance over here. I want to see one of these levels break first before I start selling. So right now there's no sells until we see a level like this break, right? So this has to go. And then if that goes, we should see a dip all the way down into that weekly area to go up till there. Right? That will be... Is there still no chart? You guys see it now? Let me know. Because I can see it on the screen. And I was a little delayed when I switched over. Let me know in the chat, please. You see my Apple screen right now? Okay, I'm waiting, you guys. I know there's a delay in the stream, so you get it slightly after I said it. Okay, cool. So again, this is where I'm looking at. Pay close attention to this. I want to see this week close above there. And then we're likely going to see some nice trades from next week up until 237.60. So next week possibly a sell week. Likely the entire week sells into this area and then expands up till there. Right now, no sells. You can probably get some scalps, but there's no long-term trades opportunities on Apple unless you're trading something like the 1 hour as your highest time frame. There's nothing here. There's literally nothing to do here until, and I'm telling you now, if we clear this level over here, even if we just close with a daily candle in there, we're coming down till here, and then we'll see a move up till there. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a blessing to be on with you. That's been Coach Chadwin. This has been your weekly update of the charts. If you guys keep showing up, I'll keep teaching. I'll keep showing you more tricks of the trade. Tell other people to join as well. Invite your friends, family, whoever. Some of these streams will be on open platforms, so tell them to come, join, show up. If you guys keep showing up, I'll give more value. We'll look at what you're looking at. And remember, we do this on Sunday for students. We do this on Tuesday again publicly. We cover some of the stuff on fixing the trading thing on Wednesday again. And if all you did was come to all of that streams and you trade one of the common things that we actually trade, you will get a better view of the market overall. So thank you for showing up. Right? Thank you for showing up. Thank you, everybody. You guys are blessed on purpose, students. See you on Wednesday. See you on Wednesday. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. If you're in South Africa, have a good evening. If you're in the rest of the world, have a good day. You guys are blessed on purpose. As we always say, mindset, multiplication, and management. See you all. Where is this outro? Can somebody help me? I was just kidding. Sometimes you come to the end of the streams and you just cannot find. We got too much stuff here. Okay. See you guys. Be blessed.